How many of us out there are guilty of doing compositions with that bullseye effect? I know when I started in photography, that's exactly what I did almost every single time. And more often than not, I was somewhat perplexed as to why that happened, because I would swear when I was making the actual composition in the camera, looking through there like so, no way was that a bullseye effect. Well, the fact is, your composition doesn't lie. And as a result, there's the bullseye effect you're trying to avoid. Bullseye effect is simply caused by your inattention to not utilizing the suggestion of thirds. Suggestion of thirds, Greek mean, rule of thirds, as you can see on the screen. It's a simple diagram that if you follow it somewhat religiously, I guarantee you a lot more compositional success than not. Nonetheless, the bullseye effect is dead centering of your subject. And as a result, it's boring, it's static, it has no balance, no tension. How do you solve the problem? More often than not, again, as I mentioned, utilizing the grid of the suggestion of thirds, moving the subject off-centered, left or right. Let's look at some examples here. As you can clearly see, I'm out here with a whole bunch of wildflowers. I'm in Washington State, and I'm in an area where they've done a lot of logging, and this is the result of the logging, meaning once the trees are gone, it gives an opportunity for the flowers to come up with all that light that they now have. So, with that in mind, 18 to 300 Nikon lens. I'm going to be at the telephoto range. I'm going to pick a flower right off the branch here. These are, that's not long enough of a stem. And right there. Now, the minute I do an aperture at wide open, in this case 5.6, focal length is about 130. I'm going to use that background as out of focus color. Let's pick something from down here, and that's quick. F.63, here's your bullseye right there. Okay, take a look at that photograph. That's a bullseye effect. Too centered. Now, if we take that same photograph and move it just off-centered a bit, now look what happens when I off-center that. Look at those two images side by side. You can't argue the point. Bullseye effect is boring and static, where if we just move it off to the right in this case, we end up with an image that's far more compelling. Avoid the bullseye, call upon the suggestion of thirds, and you will soon be on your way to photographic compositional success. Hey, until next time, this is Bryan Peterson reminding all of you, you keep shooting.